Students, welcome to the new class once again. This is Dr. Sanjana Sharma from the Department of English. As you know, we are doing the textual analysis of the essay on Good Resolutions by Robert Lind. Till now, we have come to know that there are various sorts of resolutions that we human beings make on different occasions of our life, and most of them remain unfulfilled due to the lack of desire on our part. So these resolutions, Lind emphasizes that they are an extension of virtues that we people inculcate from our elders, from society, from our family members. These values are imparted to us as a part of legacy. We imbibe them and we try to follow those virtues. So having good resolutions and trying to fulfill them is a part of fulfilling those virtues and attaining the higher goals that we have set forth before ourselves. So we are on page number 125, paragraph number 2, and we are in the mid of this para. So let us begin for today. Getting up early, if you do it seldom enough, is an intoxicating experience. But before long, the intoxication fades and only the habit is left. He says sometimes we make a resolution to get up early every morning. When we get up early on the next morning, on the first morning, we feel intoxication. We can sense the cool breeze that is blowing. We can enjoy the chirping of the birds. But when we keep waking up early every morning, this becomes a habit. So the intoxication is gone and a habit formation is there. So when the habit has been formed, then the joy, it usually disappears. He gives us an example from Bible as well. It was not the elder brother with his habits, but the prodigal with his occasional recurrence into virtue, for whom the fatted calf was killed. Even for the prodigal, when once he had settled down to orderly habits, the supply of fatted calves from his father's farm was bound before long to come to an end. So he gives us a reference from a parable from Bible, that is of the prodigal son. This prodigal son was a sort of a wayward type of person, and once he thought of starting or living a good life, a virtuous life, a settled life. He had a brother who lived a proper life. He was a nice person. He had various good habits. And on the other hand, this prodigal son, when he takes decision to do nice thing in his life, then he is welcomed in his family and a feasting is offered to him to celebrate this thing that now he has decided to do nice things in his life. So when habit formation is there, the joy is gone. The person who has imbibed good habits, the joy is gone, the habit remains. And the prodigal son, who once was a wayward sort of person, when he decides to do right things in his life, he is welcomed, because till now the habit formation has not been done. Habit hasn't been formed. He has just taken a decision to follow the right path. There are, however, other good resolutions in which it is not so easy to experiment for a single morning. So getting up early on one morning and feeling the excitement is nice thing. But some resolutions are there they are not as easy as like getting up early on a single day. These resolutions, they demand hard work from us. If you resolve to learn German, for instance, there would be very little intoxication to be got out of single sitting face to face with the German grammar. So, suppose if you decide to learn German language and grammar, it is not that intoxicating experience. It is a very tough procedure. You have to put in a lot of hard work, and intoxication and joy is not there. It is not at all there. You don't feel that chirping of bird, and you can't enjoy that fresh breeze of cool morning that you go through when you decide to get up early in the morning. This experience is totally different when you try to learn a tough language and its grammar. Similarly, the inventors of systems of exercise for keeping the townsmen in condition all remind us that in order to attain health, we must go on toiling morning after morning at their wretched punching and twisting and kicking till end of time. In the same way, when we want to maintain our body, we want to maintain a good health for us, and the system of exercising every day, every morning with hard work, it is also a very tough task. It is not an easy resolution to be fulfilled. It is very difficult to be achieved. This is an unfair advantage to take off the ordinary maker of good resolutions. He is enticed into the adventure of trying a new thing only to discover that he cannot be said to have tried it until he has tried it on 1,000 occasions. Most of us, it may be said, once are not to be enticed into such matters higher than our knees. We may go so far as to buy the latest book on health, or at least mechanical apparatus to hang on the wall. So sometimes it happens that when we decide to lead a daily routine full of exercise to maintain or to regain good health, then what do we usually? We generally purchase books on health, we purchase apparatus, exercising instruments, we do these things. But soon they become little more than decorations for our rooms. But these things, books or exercising equipments, we do not use them regularly. They become the part, they become the piece of decorations for our home gyms. The pair of immense dumbbells that we got in our boyhood, when we believed that the heavier the dumbbell bell, the more magnificently would be our biceps swell. Who would think of taking them from their dusty corner now? So, out of enthusiasm, we purchased heavy dumbbells to make heavy biceps once. But now, these dumbbells, they are lying there in the gym uselessly. Dust has covered them. Now they are no more in use. The enthusiasm has gone and we do not use them anymore. Then there was that pair of wooden dumbbells, light as wind, which we tried for a while on hearing that heavy dumbbells were a snare and only hardened the muscles without straining them. They lie now where the wood louse may eat them if it has so lovely an appetite. So, when someone said that heavy dumbbells may be harmful for our biceps, then we purchased lighter dumbbells for exercising, but we shunned them. We didn't use them. Now they are lying uselessly in our gym, and termites might eat on them. So he says, we human beings, we take resolutions, but we do not stick to them. We forego those resolutions we cannot put the hard work that is required. We give up because sometimes we become lazy. We don't try to achieve those targets that we have set forth for us. So students, this much for today. Tomorrow we will continue the textual analysis of the essay on good resolutions. So thank you very much.